Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm not doing well today, you know. I'm not, and I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, we drew 1-1, not the end of the world, but that performance was completely 180 degrees in the other direction of what I was expecting, or what I thought would happen, or what we needed to do. I don't understand. And we're going to get into the detail. Before we do, let me let you know that if you want to find out all the info on today's game and other games that have happened, and also if you're based in the UK or Ireland and you want to know Italian Serie A specifically, the OneFootball app, link in the description. Make sure you go over there for all of your latest, your news, your results, your scores, including Nottingham Forest. Go on, Nottingham Forest, beating Liverpool like that. Come on, reminded me of the 80s. I wasn't alive then, but still, reminded me of when Nottingham Forest were a Champions League team and doing bits on everyone. Well, they beat Liverpool 1-0, fantastic. You want to know all the latest, OneFootball app down below. If you're in the UK and Ireland, don't forget you get to watch one Italian Serie A match per match day, and you get access to all highlights in Italian Serie A. So download it now, link in the description, and enjoy. Today got me fuming. Right? And not fuming as in, oh my God, I want to absolutely break something. I'm just like, it didn't have to be that way. It didn't. We looked scared. We looked hesitant at the first half specifically. The second half, yeah, we'd come out a little bit. But when we come out, individual mistakes, sloppy, clumsy, taking too much time, wrong decision. I mean, and some of it was basic. This is why I was angry, because some of it was so basic. As in, like, you know, the man is in front of you to pass to. Oh no, let me turn and go backwards. Why? He's in front of you. Pass to him. There's a way out here. No, let me go sideways, or let me go back to the goalkeeper. Kepa at one point was touching the ball more times than our midfield. It was shocking. I don't understand why we do that. We have this tendency sometimes to go back to type, which is, oh, okay, sideways, backwards, sideways. I go to the wing, cross it in. And that's another thing. Crossing. Why are we going to try and revert to crossing when we can't cross the ball? And this was for Man United as well sometimes, you know. Sometimes I don't know what it is. I just don't get it. And some of the times where we get the ball, and some of the players, especially in the midfield, for us, Man United had more control in the midfield, and I told you this in the preview. The battle was going to be in the midfield. And Man United won that battle as far as I'm concerned. Yes, they didn't get the result. They should have, because they could have been more clinical. Their problem was being more clinical. They weren't. But the midfield, they ran it. We didn't. Especially the first half. Jorginho, oh my God. But not just that. Some of the basics, the first touch. You know, ball comes, first touch. Wrong. But these players are getting paid, like, I don't know how much. It's like me showing up to work and not knowing how to open Microsoft Excel. They'd be asking questions. They'd be like, yo, Younes, are you qualified for this or what? I am, yeah. Just give me a chance. Hang on. Or me not knowing how to press enter. You know, you're of no use. You know, it's crazy. I don't understand. It's those little basics today that we were lacking. And we could have taken the game to them. We did for the first 10, 15 minutes, didn't we? Look how that turned out. We were on them like a rash. What happens? They don't get enough space. They don't get enough time. You box them in. They panic. And then we just opened the game up for them, especially in midfield. Like I said yesterday, the battle was going to be in midfield. Now, I didn't expect Jorginho to play. I was kind of surprised when I saw on the lineup that he was playing. And especially that first half, he was, as Alex Goldberg said, and I saw the comment, he was diabolical. That is quite accurate. Defensively, especially, man. But we know this. Why wasn't Kovacic on the pitch? And then the moment he was brought on, all of a sudden, in midfield, there was a little bit of stability. But the problem with that substitution which came, I'm going to come to the lineups very shortly, but the problem with that sub is that we gave control to Erik ten Hag. Because now we make a sub and it's correct. But then you give Ten Hag the ability, especially after making that sub so early, you give Ten Hag the card to play, to react. You give him the chance to react to what you're doing. And as a manager, when you do that, you kind of lose a bit to your game. Now, the lineups, for me, a little bit questionable. As I said in the preview, I wouldn't have gone with a back three. we did go with a back three, and then afterwards we reverted to a back four when we went with Kovacic to come onto the pitch, which was the right thing to do. But to go to a back three at the beginning, as I said in the preview, I wouldn't have done it. We started with Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, Chilwell, Cucurella as the left centre-back, and even that balance was completely off because Cucurella looked bad, Chilwell looked bad, the whole left-hand side was just off. Physically against Dalot, no one stood a chance against this guy, no one. Even Sterling on that left-hand side at times during the first half, constantly muscled off, no one was getting through. You know, then we went with Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount, Sterling, Aubameyang. And for me, I wouldn't have done that. For me, I wouldn't have gone with the back three in the first place. The midfield, Loftus-Cheek, I'm cool with, but not Jorginho. I would have gone with Kovacic. Azpilicueta as a right wing back, no. As a right back, yes, I don't mind. As a right wing back, no. You saw the example of that when Thiago Silva tried to ping the ball straight to Azpilicueta, who was meant to be running, and he just couldn't. And that's not taking anything from from Azpilicueta, because Azpilicueta, you already know what you're getting with Azpi. His legs have they gone? You can say they're gone, but he gives what he can. But it's not like before. It's just not like before. No one should expect it to be like before. That's just the truth. But the problem, as I've said, was in midfield, where we had Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, and they were up against Eriksen, Casemiro, and Fernandes. And then we bring on Kovacic to bring some stability and some muscle to it, and it worked up until the end of the first half. And then what did Manchester United do? Erik ten Hag, okay, Sancho's not doing much, take him off, put on Fred, another midfielder, try and stack up that midfield. And that was working. Alongside our individual mistakes, that was working. They had opportunity. But for us, it was constantly just... Man United's problem was not being able to take advantage of the space and freedom that we were gifting them. The amount of times that they were able to combine quick 1-2s. Quick 1-2s, that's all they needed. 1-2, player gone, pass to him, that's it. It's gone. With Chelsea, we just could not do that. In midfield, we just could not do that. And I hate when we can't do that because, as I've said, we always revert back to a way of having to go sideways, backwards, cross the ball in and hope, you know? And then when we do get a chance up top, we have guys today like Sterling, who's been off it, who was off it. Aubameyang today, off it. Opportunity to go over his head, he decides to stick his leg out. Sterling, opportunity to shoot, he doesn't. He tries to pass it across. It's just wrong decision, wrong final decision every single time. And my problem was not taking the game to Manchester United throughout. There were portions, but not throughout. At times, we were willing to just come back like Antonio Conte's Spurs. Sit back and just contain and just wait. No, you're giving Man United license to come at you and use their attributes and use what they have. Anthony, especially in that first half, looked like a threat. Rashford at times looked like a threat, but again, not clinical. That was Man United's problem throughout the game. The way that Man United were playing, no problem with. But they were wasteful up top. We were wasteful all over the pitch. At times where we had no pressure, we would just, hit it out for a throw. What? We have an option to pass to someone who's right in front of you, 3-4 yards away. No, go long to someone who's not there. We've won the ball. Man United are on an attack. We've won the ball. Cucurella done this. We've won the ball. Okay, instead to look up or drive into the space that you now have because he had the space to drive into, no. He just panic, hit the ball away and just hope. And there's no one there. We've given the ball away. We were constantly giving the ball away. If you go look at the unforced errors or the amount of times that we lost the ball, it was stupid. That's what got to me today. Because those are basics. You have that under control. You have control of the game. And we didn't have that. And that's what frustrated me. Because when you have a control, when you know what you're doing on the ball, and you know what you're doing, even off the ball, you're moving into good positions, you're linking up as you should, there's no reason why we shouldn't have controlled the game against this Manchester United team. Because it was constantly, oh, just give the ball to them. Oh, give them the space. Give them the freedom. Yeah, no problem. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. Now, thankfully, it came to a point where later, McTominay came on and decided to gift us a penalty. right? He gifted us a penalty. Yes, it was a foul. Yellow card, everything, right? We get a penalty, cool. Jorginho slots it away, fantastic. 1-0. And then what? Charity FC? Again, just space and freedom. Space and freedom. Space and freedom. That is constantly what we were gifting to Man United today. Space and freedom. They were able to just whack the ball into the box. Yeah, no problem. Casemiro comes in, boom. No one's on him. Why is no one on him? It's those little bits and pieces. We're not playing a rubbish team here. Yeah, Man United have been off form, but they are beatable. But they have some sort of credit here. They have some sort of quality. Make sure you're doing your job against them. The basics, at least. We were lacking the basics. We were lacking the basics. At times, we looked electric, and then we just switch off. We go electric for 5 minutes and switch off for 15. And then we go electric for 5, and then we switch off again for 15. That's not good enough. I need it to be constantly electric. Or if we come off the gas a little bit, cool. Come off the gas for 5 minutes, and then we go again for another half hour. That's what I'm looking for. We weren't doing that today. And tactically, I feel like Graham Potter was a little bit weird today, because especially after he brought off Aubameyang, we had Kovacic come on for Cucurella, which was a good substitution for me. And then we had Pulisic come on for Aubameyang. And then we went to a false 9 for 5 minutes. Now, I don't know if that was to try and get Erik ten Hag to react in a wrong way, because then he was going to bring on Broja anyway. I don't know if that was some sort of mind trick. But to go to a false 9 against Man United, when we needed to go and press and try and attack them even more, was bonkers. But then he brings on Broja and he brings on Chukwuemeka for Sterling and for Loftus-Cheek, which for me at the time was the correct substitution, but I feel like could have been done earlier. Because the midfield, again, nothing coming out of it. Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek. And Aubameyang, and Sterling having a poor game. Aubameyang had come off already, but I wanted Broja to go on for him. We got to that. Broja won the penalty, fantastic. But overall, it wasn't good enough. Overall, it just was not good enough. In terms of the fluidity and the way that we should have played, the press, the aggressiveness, those basics, not losing the ball in a stupid situation, knowing how to defend in midfield, knowing how to not concede an easy turnover, not hitting the ball out for a throw so pointlessly, not whacking the ball out for a pass to a man that's 2 yards away and you mistime it or you mishit it. Like those basics, we were just constantly getting wrong today, and that's what got to me. Because overall, it wasn't the worst game in the world, but it's those basics. When you just lack those basics, you question everything. You question why these guys on the money that they're on, why are they playing for Chelsea, what are we doing here? These are things that shouldn't happen at this level. It just shouldn't. And Man United were not there to take advantage of it, and that's what gets to me, because I feel like if we were on our A game, we would have won this today. But what did we give Man United? Space and freedom. Constantly. And then we go 1-0 up, we get a lifeline, McTominay turns into McTominay turns into McStupid, and then gives us a penalty. We get a lifeline and we can't hold on to it. Baffles me, absolutely baffles me. But we draw 1-1, we haven't lost. I mean, again, it's not the end of the world, but it's frustrating. It's just frustrating, because we could have done much better today. We really could have. And that's why I'm telling you, I wasn't going to sugarcoat it, I was going to get straight to it. We could have done better. Anyway. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. How did you feel it went down today? And, Man United overall seem to be taking good steps up. Slow, but good. They're heading in the right direction, it seems. They're just not clinical up top. There's still work to do in that team. But overall, I think they'd be happy with this result. For them, this will feel like a win. Especially in the 95th minute or whatever it was for Casemiro to get that header and it goes across the line. Does probably feel like a win for them. So, yeah, congrats on the draw, Man United. And for us, we got to take a look at ourselves and go again. Because basics. Get the fundamentals right. Get those fundamentals right, man. It shouldn't be happening. Let me know down below. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a new one. Have a good one, people. See you then. Take care. And peace.